Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now. If you've been paying any attention to the NFL buzz lately, you've probably seen some wild speculation floating around. But what if I told you that there's a real possibility, a very strong one, that the New York Giants are about to make a move that could totally reshape their future? And I'm not talking about just another free agent signing or a draft pick. We're talking about a blockbuster trade, a deal that could bring one of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league straight to the Meadowlands. That's right. There are whispers that Patrick Mahomes, the reigning MVP and one of the most electrifying talents in the NFL, might soon be wearing Giants blue. Crazy, right? Well, let's break down what this could mean, why it's happening, and how it might turn the Giants into instant contenders. First, it's important to understand the context. The Kansas City Chiefs, after an impressive 11-6 season in 2025, just suffered an early playoff exit. Their defense was leaking points, allowing an average of 24 points per game in the divisional round, and their offense, while still elite, is beginning to show signs of aging. The Chiefs are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially with tight end Travis Kelce retiring and some veteran extensions on the defensive line. They're looking to reload and get younger, which means they might be willing to part ways with Mahomes, especially if they can get a hefty package of draft picks in return. That's where the Giants come into the picture. Now let's talk about Mahomes himself, because this isn't just any quarterback. Since he entered the league in 2017, Mahomes has redefined what it means to be a franchise QB. With over 654 passing yards, 255 touchdowns, and a career average of roughly 296 yards per game, he's a game changer. His PFF grade consistently hovers around 94. 8 overall, clearly illustrating how dominant he's been. In 2025, he threw for over 500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and posted an EPA per pass of 0.38, which puts him right at the top tier of NFL quarterbacks. He's mobile, too, with 512 rushing yards in 2025 at nearly 4.6 yards per carry, and he makes throws that seem almost impossible, like no-look passes and off-platform completions that have a success rate of around 82%. And remarkably, he's been injury-free in 2025, which makes him even more valuable. So why would the Giants make this move? Well, for starters, their current quarterback situation isn't exactly inspiring confidence. Daniel Jones, while a solid player, has a PFF grade of 78.2 and an EPA per pass of just 0.15, which pales in comparison to Mahomes' numbers. The Giants have about $30 million in cap space, and with a roster that's been showing promise under Brian Daboll, especially on defense, upgrading their quarterback position could be the final piece to push them over the top. Imagine pairing Mahomes with a strong offensive line, a talented core of receivers, and a developing defense that's already top 12 in sacks. That's a recipe for serious fireworks. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really possible? Mahomes to the Giants. Well, the NFL is unpredictable, and things happen all the time during the offseason, especially with big-name players. The Chiefs are in a tough spot with their cap situation and the need for youth in the secondary and offensive line. They might see a big haul of draft picks as a smart way to rebuild quickly, especially if they believe that Mahomes' window is closing or that they can't sign him long-term without sacrificing other parts of their roster. Reports suggest the deal could involve a first-round pick in 2027 and 2 second-rounders in 2028, which is a hefty price, but one that could be tempting for a franchise looking to strike while the iron's hot. If this trade goes through, the impact on the Giants would be seismic. Mahomes would instantly transform the offense into a powerhouse, projecting over 200 yards and 38 touchdowns next season, with a significant boost in overall EPA, estimated around plus 24% according to some models. His ability to improvise, extend plays, and make clutch throws in critical moments would give the Giants a true X-factor. Just think about the possibilities. Play-action bombs to Malik Neighbors, who would benefit immensely from Mahomes' ability to create YAC opportunities. or the way Mahomes' mobility could open up rushing lanes for Devin Singletary. The Giants' offensive line, which has shown steady improvement, would finally be able to breathe, knowing that their quarterback can evade pressure and make throws under duress. This move would also shift the entire dynamic of the NFC East. The Eagles and Cowboys have been dominant in recent years, but with Mahomes leading the Giants' attack, suddenly the division becomes a three-horse race. The Giants' odds to win the Super Bowl, which currently sit around plus 20-0, would skyrocket. Some models suggest a jump to plus 5-0. That's a huge leap and makes the Giants serious contenders in the postseason. Mahomes' clutch gene, his 85% win rate in the fourth quarter over his career, and his proven ability to elevate teams in critical moments would make the Giants an immediate threat. The playoffs would be a whole new ballgame, with New York boasting a potent offense capable of outscoring anyone, including the Eagles or Cowboys. And let's not forget the historical significance. This would be one of the most talked-about trades in NFL history, comparable to the Peyton Manning move to the Broncos back in 2012. That trade transformed Denver into a Super Bowl-winning franchise, and Mahomes' arrival in New York could do the same. It's a move that would energize the fan base, ignite hope for a deep playoff run, and potentially set the Giants up for sustained success for years to come. Fans would be dreaming of a new era, with Mahomes at the helm leading Big Blue to their next Super Bowl appearance. Of course, there are risks and uncertainties. The Giants would be giving up significant draft capital, and Mahomes' contract, valued at around $450 million, is a massive commitment. But if he delivers even a fraction of his usual brilliance, it's a gamble worth taking. The NFL landscape is shifting quickly, and in today's league, having a top-tier quarterback can mean the difference between a playoff appearance and a deep run. The Giants are clearly looking to accelerate their rebuild and compete now, and Mahomes might just be the missing piece. In conclusion, this potential trade scenario is fascinating. It's a bold, audacious move that could catapult the Giants into the upper echelon of NFL contenders almost overnight. The league's power balance could be reshaped, and the NFC East might see a new king rise from the chaos. Whether this deal materializes or not, it's exciting to imagine the possibilities. The Giants are always about big dreams and bold moves, and a Mahomes acquisition would definitely be the biggest of all. So keep your eyes peeled because things are heating up, and the offseason just got a whole lot more interesting. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now I want to hear from you, Giants fans. What do you think about this wild possibility? Would you be all in on a trade like this? Do you believe Mahomes could actually wear the blue and white? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion is what keeps this community alive and thriving. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis, so stay tuned because the Giants' offseason is just getting started, and there's a lot more exciting news on the horizon. Whether this trade happens or not, one thing is for sure. Big changes are coming, and the future of Big Blue is looking brighter than ever.